A disc golf disc can be kind of expensive. Like, take this disc for example. It cost me almost $30. And all these discs in my bag cost me about $200. And don't even get me started on some of the super rare discs. What the heck? And that's why I'm on a mission. You see, I want to try to find the cheapest discs that money can buy. And my first idea was pretty simple. You see, all I did was a quick Google search, but after looking around for a while, the only thing I was able to find were cheap baseline putters, and while the price was low, it wasn't what I was looking for. And after ruling out Googling, I knew I needed to find a new idea. And then it hit me. Yay. A place that's known for selling very interestingly priced disc golf discs. But still, after looking, the best thing that I could find was this DX AVR for only $7. And after ruling that out, I had no more ideas, and honestly, I was just considering abandoning this video entirely. Okay, I thought about it for a little bit, and I think I may have one more idea. This is a starter set. Many companies sell them, and most of the time, they'll give you a putter, a mid-range, and a driver. But other than being great for beginners, they pack some seriously good value. Take the Innova starter set for example. It gives you 3 discs for only $20, and after doing some simple math, you realize that it's only $6 per disc. But here's where things get interesting. While most starter sets are made by the normal disc golf manufacturers, some are made by off-brand companies, and they're usually pretty bad, which allows the prices to be really low. And after some looking, I found it. Alright, I think I may have just found what we're looking for. This is the Engion Disc Golf Starter Set, and it may have some of the best value I've ever seen. You see, it gives you 2 drivers, 2 mid-ranges, 2 putters, and a mini. And for the price of $19, that means that each disc is roughly $3. So after careful consideration, I bought it. Let's open this thing up and see what we got. Here we go. Alright, first thing, we got our nice mini. Now, okay, we got 2 putters, 2 mid-ranges, nice. And finally, we got the 2 drivers. But almost immediately, I was starting to notice something. Okay, so I'm already starting to notice the plastic is really stiff, yeah, that has absolutely no give to it at all. I don't know if the camera can see it, but that is a really shallow rim, holding this thing in the hand feels super uncomfortable. But just because they didn't feel great didn't mean that they couldn't fly good. So to find the flight of the discs, I had 2 options. One, I could take them out to the field and throw them a bunch of times, which would be lame. So, alright, I'm out at the course. I'm gonna try to play 9 holes, shooting even with only the starter set discs. Hole 1's just right up there, so I'm gonna throw the mid-range. That shot was really good. Alright, we have a birdie look. We gotta take advantage of these when we get them. No. After that drive, I had this putt for birdie. Hey! Let's go, dude. That birdie was huge, and it gave me a lot of momentum for the next hole. And at this point, everything was going great. That is, until I stepped up to the tee of hole 7. Well, I was trying to go roller, and that didn't work. I threw it way too wide. I was starting to notice a theme with these discs. Because of how understable they weren't consistent at all. But because they don't have any flight numbers, I have no indication on how they're gonna fly. But let's not let that affect how we play. Par. And with one more hole remaining, all I had to do was get a bogey or better to achieve my goal. No. Alright, for the par. What? That's crazy, dude. Alright, well, we still shot even par. Goal achieved, I guess. But we're still not done yet. Remember when I told you that these discs didn't have flight numbers? Well, today, I'm gonna change that. You see, I'm gonna give every single disc their own flight numbers. But don't worry, cause I'm not holding back. This is my 100% honest review. So let's start with the driver. It was super understable and it was always trying to turn over, and it even made for a pretty nice hyzer flip on hole 2.
So good.
But for the flight numbers, I would give it a 7, 4, -3, 1. Now let's move on to the mid-range, and to say that it was flippy is an understatement. Every single time I threw it, it would always turn over and was immediately going right out of the hand. So for those reasons, I'd have to give it the flight numbers of 5, 4, -3, 1. Now, let's move on to the putter. And out of all the discs, this one surprised me the most. While it was still understable, it flew very nice and had a lot of glide, which allowed me to make some nice putts. So for those reasons, I'm gonna give it the flight numbers of 2, 5, -2, 1. But after all this, I still think that the Mini was the best thing out of the box.